Hello and welcome to HLT-362v Statistics and Nursing Research. My name is Christina Repp and I will be your instructor for this session of the course. I'm very excited to get started. I thought that I would start out with a video on walking you through the course and some of the resources that I have provided, just in case you're not familiar. I've also included a few additional resources like Google Drive and some YouTube videos that you will want to check out. This course is now using a program called SPSS, and you will need to download and install the Citrix receiver in order to have that available to you. It is now a requirement of this course, and it is new not only to you, but it was new to me as well. And I learned how to do it pretty quickly and made some videos for you to go along with some of your exercises. Let's get started. The first place that you will want to go when you get into the course is the announcements. Now, it may seem overwhelming at first, but it'll show in here some announcements that I've already set. Right now, I have to click all to view them because the course hasn't started yet. So I have an introduction to the course, a prayer for you each week, the instructions for using Citrix Receiver and SPSS in case you need that, an introduction to the first module, expectations for the exercises, expectations for form and grading, the difference in Turnitin scores with this course, a participation rubric, the link to my Google Drive folder, and what we use the QTI for. Now that seems like a lot of information, I do understand, but it is important that you have this all out there so that you know, geez, what if I forgot where that Google Drive folder is? I can go right to the announcements. Or maybe I want to see again what that participation rubric looked like. Well, I can click on that again. Again, you have to click current and then all because mine aren't showing yet because the course hasn't started. Or maybe you wanted to know the introduction to the course again. It's always back there in that area. So if you look at this announcement as the introduction to the course, you can see that I have a link to my Google Drive folder and a link to my YouTube playlist for this course. Those are probably the two most helpful resources that I can provide to you. I'm going to go through those with you a little bit here after I click around in the course to show you where everything is. Down here I have the link to the textbook, which is also in the course materials, the link to the Google Drive folder again, to my YouTube playlist, how to find my add-ons, how to click the announcements, and how to contact me. You're going to want to contact me using the individual forum. That's how I will contact you if I have any questions for you as well. In here I wrote, to get to the add-ons that I provided, you can go to Resources, Add-ons, and then click Instructor Add-ons. Yours is going to look a little different than mine because I'm the instructor, but it is in this area right here that I'm saying. All of the add-ons that I provide are also found in this Google Drive folder. This is going to be your go-to location for anything you need in this course. I've tried to make it simple so that everything that I think you might need can go in that one spot. So back to the course material then, if you go to Resources, Course Material, again, yours will be populated, but because the course hasn't started, I have to click all. You'll have the link to the book, some electronic resources. You will have an introduction to online stat books. So this is some helpful information. And a link to the SPSS tutorials. These are all PDF files. So if I wanted this descriptive statistics one, it is going to open up a PDF to walk me through what to do. These are very helpful. I did, however, provide a video for you instead of you using that walkthrough. Click back to the course. In this area for you, you will see a link that says add-ons and then instructor add-ons. For me, it's right here under add-ons. So this looks like a lot of information, and it is, but it's all in one spot for you. So as you go through, these are data sets that you are going to need. Everything you need for Module 1, everything for Module 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are the same exact files that I have in the Google Drive folder. So you can either get to them through the add-ons or in the Google Drive folder. Either way, makes no difference. I'm going to go to the forums here as well. I always click all just to make sure I haven't missed anything. The questions to instructor forum, this is where I will post questions or assignment information for you and where you can post information to the entire class as well. It's best if you contact me through the individual forum instead of through the QTI. This is the link to the Google Drive folder. I'm going to click that so that you can see that. So in here, I have all of the announcements that I'm posting. So if you forget anything or you didn't want to go back to the announcements, you can view those all in here. So everything that I just showed you in the announcements is right here. You don't have to be logged into LoudCloud to view these. Everything in Module 1 that I showed you in the add-ons is also here. I have an assignments and grading document, the actual assignments that are due for grading, and the introduction. And I did that for each week. The other information in here that'll be very helpful is the data sets. These data sets are needed for SPSS. So each one of these are used throughout the course. So I have Module 1's data set, Module 2's, Module 3 has 2 different data sets, Module 4 has 1, and Module 5 has 2 different data sets as well. You're going to want to click on these and download them to your computer. Also in the questions to instructor forum, I have a link to my YouTube videos. For some reason, this link is not working for me, but the exact same link, when I pasted it down here, is working. And that will take you to my YouTube playlist of all of the information to walk you through how to do the SPSS assignments. So these are going to be very helpful. I also have this introduction video posted here and how to install and use Citrix and SPSS. Then from there, you could click on the exercise for each week. There are 2 different assignments due. There's questions to be graded, and then there's the SPSS assignment. So I walk you through all of that information in the video, and then this is how to do the SPSS assignment as well. So if I click back to the course, the individual forum, this is where if you have a question for me, you will create new topic and type in your question for me, and we can contact each other through this area. You will want to make sure that you go to the class wall and introduce yourself to the class. I've already posted my introduction here for you. And then under assignments, this is where you will submit your assignments to me. So for week 1, you're going to have to submit the questions to be graded for exercises 6, 8, and 9, and the questions to be graded for exercise 27. The one with the higher number here, that is always the one that requires SPSS. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive folder and show you Module 1 and how I have everything set up. So for each module, I have this an introduction, but the more important thing here is the assignments and grading. So you just click on that, download it, and I open these with Microsoft Word. And in that file, I go through everything that is due for the week. At the top, I'll have the videos that'll help you with the assignment, the learning objectives, and all of the assignments and scoring. So you can see the first discussion question is due by Wednesday, and the second one is due by Friday. And then I go through what is required for participation. You can also see the post in the announcements and participation grading and the rubric for that. Then down here you can see there are questions to be graded worth 80 points and questions to be graded worth 90 points. This 90-point assignment is the one that requires SPSS. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive folder and show you that I have both of those exercises already copied out for you. So Module 1, Exercise 689 is worth 80 points. If you click that and open it, these are the questions that are due for grading. So you just have to open up the book that goes with the course, read through that exercise, and then you should be able to answer these questions that go along with that for exercise 6, 8, and 9. Then you're going to type your answers in here, show any work, and provide rationale, and then you're going to upload that into the assignment area. You're going to do the same thing for the other exercise, the one that required SPSS. So let's open that up. So this is the one that has some more mathematical questions that require you to use a program. And that program is what I then created another video for you to view. So in here you can see I have a video on how to complete exercise 27 using SPSS. So I walk you through exactly how to do that. For these exercises, you will need those data sets that I provided in here. Now you can type those all in by hand. The book does walk you through how to do that, but I already have them saved here, so you don't have to type anything in by hand. When you open up SPSS, you're just going to open up the corresponding data set that goes with that module's exercise, and then you won't have to type anything in. You'll just have to run through the steps to perform the calculations. That really should be very helpful. Once you get started, you'll see that not having to type that information in from the book is going to be a very, very good time saver for you. So again, this is where you submit your assignments. Yours will look a lot different than mine because I am an instructor. Also in the forum is where you will answer your discussion questions. So for week 1, you have 2 discussion questions. In here, you will see a post from me before you start that says what the guidelines are for you to answer that question. But I also had those listed in the assignments and grading. Like I explained the guidelines in here for the first discussion question. I explained the guidelines in here for the second, but I do post those in the forum as well. I think that's everything that I wanted to click through on here for you. There are a couple of things in the Student Success Center, and there are some tutoring services that you may want to check out. If you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. I always respond to students within 24 hours, but almost always the same day. So I check before I go to bed, I check when I wake up in the morning. And usually respond that same day unless I am on vacation, and then I still respond within 24 hours. I hope that this information helps you get started. The next thing that you will want to do is check out the instructions for installing the Citrix receiver. Again, I posted those in the announcements for you and in the Google Drive folder, but you will also want to grab that information and get started on that so that you're not behind once the class starts. Installing the Citrix server is not very difficult, and then adding on SPS should be a breeze. That video for how to do that is right here in that playlist that I showed you for YouTube. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to a very wonderful course with you. God bless you.